It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Houston Texans. Detroit getting set to go now. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta with a first touchdown of the Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He connected on his first pass of the game for a long touchdown, so we'll see what else he's got up his sleeve as they start first and 10 again. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case,
well, this is taken in. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 35.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. Gets past one man. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And now we get our first look at a guy who's been around the block a time or two. He will not be rattled today.
And that changes things for a defensive coordinator because normally when you get the young guys, you get the rookies, you throw all the exotic blitzes at them and looks they haven't seen. But this guy, he's seen it all.
So out now come the Lions. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Final 30 seconds in this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. He may go. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 88 yards. And the Lions will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He already with a couple of touchdown throws in this first half as his guys start 1st and 10. Back to throw. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
Brought down back at the 11-yard line.
He'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's closing in on 300 yards passing already in this first half as he'll take over here on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
And running with power here. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta with his third touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Lions are starting to pour it on in the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield.
Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards.
It's a pickup of 44 yards. And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A gain of 17
Now they'll have it
yards.
first and goal following that gain of 17.
Detroit Lions first down. First and goal at the 9-yard
They'll look to throw. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play. And that'll make it second and goal.
It's now second and goal.
They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Third and goal.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. The lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent, and they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
The Lions offense set to take over. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that nearly intercepted. The free safety roaming into position, almost had it, but it's second down.
He was defended by Jalen Petrie.
They'll set up a throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're out, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
It's a gain of 34.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
And that nearly intercepted. The free safety roaming into position, almost had it, but it's second down. Looking to throw. Man open is Robinson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. So here come the Lions now. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
On the coverage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. What we just saw, we've seen a lot of broken tackles, and they're leading to a huge touchdown play.
Yeah, none of them more glaring than what we just saw there, but we've seen it throughout this game, whether it's in tight, running through the line, out in open field. They haven't been able to get these runners down very well. I have a feeling they'll be in pads a lot next week working on their tackling.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So a moment to savor here. Commissioner Goodell set to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Detroit Lions. On top of the world, they are your Super Bowl champions. So that'll do it for another remarkable season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Charles Davis, all of our crew, for all of you at home, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll do it all again come the fall. Till then, good night from the Super Bowl.